choose some criteria for evaluating. Are we okay? Right. So you can say, I'm going to choose, my preference is a company that is massive, and I would like to find out what happens in a big organization. That's your criteria. So I've considered Tesco, and I've considered Lidl, and I've considered this and that, right? However, probably Lidl does not do something that you want. So what is it that you want? Are we okay? Yeah. Right. Or however, Tesco does not offer me exactly what I want, but what is it that you want? So in your evaluation, you have to be very clear about your needs, your own needs, and you need to show that the companies that you have left out do not meet your needs. The other need is, I want something that gives me specific tasks, which I can do within the duration of the assignment. So if you go into big companies that are offering projects which need 3 years, obviously you don't have 3 years to do this project. Okay? So that's another way of evaluating this, but we need to show the evidence. You need to tell us what you did to actually find out those facts and why you decided to say no to this one, no to this one, and why you chose one. Are we clear?
And it's just personal preferences?
It's your personal preferences.
Yes.
We're not dictating what you need to choose or identify for your own evaluation. What is it? You'll be very clear if you start off with your personal preferences and you say, my expectation, this is what I would like in a company that I work with. And then you make a list of those. So I went out to these different companies. I was looking out for these things. I couldn't find them, but I found them in this one. You might have had to compromise. You know, when you get married, yeah? Sometimes you have to compromise, isn't it? Is picturing this hand with all these characteristics, and then you
oh, sorry, I didn't want to say.
Yeah.
Can someone choose to use Beat College as well?
That is fine. That's perfect. You can write letters to us. You can negotiate with whoever you want to negotiate with.
I'll write it to Brendan.
And that's fine. That's fine. But we'll go into the details. Okay. All right.
For what? For job?
Vacancy. Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
All right.
She might know the vacancy, isn't it?
Yeah, you
Ask
can.
to volunteer here, maybe?
You can, but that's a lot of students in one place.
We're not successful.
So
So we're not
Right.
successful. We're gonna
I know what I'll get. Not
Okay,
successful.
and then you negotiate. The negotiation process, like I said before,
Salary.
can be through letters. You can write letters to different people or to the one that you have chosen, right? And propose that you'd like to work in their company, and then you show your communication with them through letters. Alternatively, you can arrange a meeting. You can actually go there, have a meeting, and there are 2 ways, or 3 or 4, so many ways of recording the meeting. You can ask to write minutes. You can actually say, I'll confirm this by minutes to whoever you're negotiating with, and then you write minutes of the meeting. Okay? Are we okay?
Yeah.
Right? Or you can propose to record their voice, if they don't mind. You can use their voice as evidence.
Do we need their permission to record the voices?
Of course. Yes.
There's negligence.
Right. Or you can take pictures. Right?
Sorry,
Sure.
this task is a bit tricky. Those people who are actually working at the minute, but their work has got nothing to do with this business sector, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to fulfill this task of negotiation?
Right. You obviously, even if you're working and you're in a place where they don't do what we do, right? You're going to negotiate to say, look, there are so many things that I do. Can I choose to do A, B, C, D, right? For my assignment at work. So you can offer to do maybe their filing, right? To introduce a new filing system. Okay, and then you actually use that for your assignment. So that process of negotiating, finding out within your company what you could do for this assignment. I've just given those as examples, but I need to know what job you do. What
I'm a care assistant.
Okay, oh, very easy. Very, very easy. You can say, I'm going to do all the care plans. Very simple. Or I'm going to,
But then as an evidence, I don't know, because of confidentiality, obviously, if I can bring you any.
there's lots of evidence you can do. Because those who are doing NVQ level 3 in companies, they use the same evidence. You just take off the names.
Mm-hmm.
And then show if you are going to say, all right, I'm going to support to become the key worker for A, B, C, right, and look at their needs. And I'm going to see if I can actually maybe contribute to their, welfare and find a measure of, how happy you can, a measure of happiness, I don't know what it is. Right, to say at the end of this is what I expect out of them. And then you take off the names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? There's so much potential in this unit. All right. Then, obviously, this is what you are asking. You're asking about recognizing business constraints. So you explain why you have taken off the names. This is a very confidential place. I'm dealing with real people. I'm looking after people who are vulnerable. I need to protect them. All these business constraints. That will help. Okay? Let's move to the next. All right. Now, these are some of the things that you need to look at. But this is...
Is it on e-learning?
Huh?
Yes.
It's on e-learning. You also get... I'm surprised you don't have the specification. Somebody told me you don't have the
Don't be
specification.
surprised.
Huh?
Don't be surprised.
I'm surprised. Okay, this is in your specification. It's also in your on e-learning, right? I don't know if I put it in the handbook. It's not in the handbook, right? But you'll find it. It's there. It's available. So you need to read this for guidance, but some of it is just a repeat of what I'm telling you now. Are we okay?
Yes.
LO1, are we clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. What time is it?
Great.
I will go to LO2. I think we've got quite a bit. Let me do all the learning outcomes, and then we break. When we come back, we deal with other housekeeping issues, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so next one, that's LO2 now. Okay, so guidelines for LO2. Are we clear on LO1?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. LO1, you are establishing where you want to go. You're establishing what you want to do. You are identifying the business constraints, okay, and the requirements for the job. So you haven't started anything. That part needs to be done, needs to be completed. We need to see the evidence for you to pass. Okay? LO2, you then go to, you start agreeing with your employer the tasks. So don't take big tasks. Don't take big projects. Just take small things. Like, for example, I gave for a person working in a care setting, you can offer to give care plans. You can offer to key work 3 people, or even 1 person, right? Or you can offer to do risk assessments, right? This is a care setting. Tell me where you work, other people. What do you do?
I'm managing ASDA.
You're managing ASDA. That is very good. Okay, in ASDA you're giving the design of shelves and everything, right? But maybe at the back, at the back where they store the broken materials, you could say, I'm going to change the order of things here, and I'm going to clear this whole warehouse, right? That's one thing you could do, all right? So you're doing things that are possible within your place. And some of the business constraints with ASDA are that you are given all the plans from head office,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Modules.
Right. So they give you the command rules, and then you see what's possible within those command rules. What are you able to do? Are you able to reorganize, especially at the back in the warehouse where the rules are a
Pages
little
and
bit
stuff, yeah.
flexible, right? So you can say, okay, I'm offering to change the order of things here, or change the way we record and report to
Re-merchandise.
head office. Okay? Any more examples?
I am a builder. in a
You're a
construction
builder.
site.
Right. On a construction site. This is a challenging one. But you can actually even offer to change the way people work, isn't it? Because that's a task, so which you're offering. So I'm going to change the way people work. So maybe you change the shift pattern. That's your task. Are we okay? Right. Now for those who will be working with me, what I'm trying to actually do is to actually find if you can identify a project that you can work with yourselves. One person can be an accountant, which means you choose tasks that deal with money. One person can be the operations manager who is operating things out there, right? And another person can choose to be, well, just a worker, right? But you're doing activities. We can decide, let's do a food bank. Let's run a food bank, okay? A food bank, what do you need? You need this type of food, you need that, you need that, you need that. So you can say, okay, I'm the one contacting all the supermarkets. That's your task. So you contact all the supermarkets and get all the food that can be obtained from supermarkets, okay? And then we might find, okay, we need this authority from this person, and you are the one organizing that authority. We need a place, a venue, okay, to host this food bank. So somebody can offer to do that. So already you have identified your tasks and you prioritize them. So already you're working as a team, but everyone has got their own responsibility, their own niche. That is the important part. No group work, you are an individual. Are we okay? All right? Okay. And then you need to produce a plan. Now there are different ways of planning. Okay? I took out a lot of information from the handbook to just make it a bit smaller, right? But there are different plans, things like a Gantt chart. Do you know the Gantt chart? Ever heard about a Gantt chart?
I've heard of it, yeah.
You've heard about a Gantt chart. Do you want me to cover a Gantt chart in the next 10 minutes? What is a Gantt chart? You don't know? Huh? Okay, right. So, Colin has found some Gantt charts. So if you go onto the website, let's pick this one. Okay. Zoom in. It's very easy. Oh, where is it got now? This one. Yeah? I think it's clear. Yeah, I can explain.
Yeah.
If you look at this Gantt chart, they've used Excel. You can do everything in Excel, right? So